So in this video, we're going to see some important pronunciation and spelling tips, right? Now, for any word, let's take for example 4-letter words containing 2 vowels. The first vowel takes the sound of the long vowel sound, whereas the second vowel goes silent. Let me recap. For any word, for example 4-letter words, the first vowel takes the sound of the long vowel sound, while the second vowel goes silent. And what are the long vowel sound? They are the natural sound of A, E, I, O, U. That is the alphabet name. Just the way you recite your alphabet. A, B, C, D. Yes. So the natural sound of A is the long vowel sound. A. E, that long vowel sound. I, O, U. So the first vowel takes the long vowel sound, whereas the second vowel goes silent. So let's look at this set of words. Let's look at this set of words here. As you can see from here, although in English language there are some exceptions, right? You can have 90% of the rule being taken, whereas they might have 10% exception, right? What do I mean? 90% of the time it will work with this word, and 10% of the time it might differ. So there's an exception in the use of English language some of the time, right? So let's look at this set of words here, right? The first word is pale. This is how I pronounce this word, pale. As you can see, you can hear the sound of A. There are 2 vowels here, A and E, right? And you can hear the sound of A, pale, which is the long vowel sound, A. Pale. You can't pronounce it you can't say pale. No, it's pale, right? And this second E goes silent. Let's look at the next word. The next one here is M-E-A-T. M-E-A-T is meat, right? You can hear the sound of E, meat. Whereas the second vowel in the word, which is A, goes silent. Meat. Good job. Now to the next word. The next word is mold. You can hear the sound of O, mold, just like in A-E-I-O-U. O. There are 2 vowels here, O and E. Mold. As you can see, you can hear the sound of O, whereas E goes silent. Now let's move to the next row. To pronounce this word, this is mule. You can hear the sound of U, mule. Whereas the next vowel there, E, goes silent. The next word is beat. We have 2 vowels, E and A, but you can only hear the sound of E, which is beat. A goes silent. I'm talking about this word. Beat. A goes silent, but you can hear the long vowel sound of E. We'll move to the next word. Can you pronounce this? It is goat. You can hear the sound of O. We have 2 vowels here, O and A, but you can only hear the long vowel sound of O. O, whereas A goes silent. Goat. Good job. Now let's move to the last row. Here you can see, pronounce this word, leaf. What do you notice? There are 2 vowels, E and A, but you can only hear the sound of the long vowel sound, E. E. If, right? Leaf. A goes silent. We move to the next word here. We have mute, right? Mute. We have two vowels here, U and E, right? Yes, U and E. Whereas you can hear the first vowel sound U, the second vowel, which is E, goes silent. Mute, right? So come to the next one here. We have game. You can hear the sound of A and E goes silent. So let's turn our board to look at the next set of words here. So you can see from here, we have coal. You can hear the sound of O and A goes silent. Hide. You can hear the sound of I and E goes silent. Hope. You can hear the sound of O and E goes silent. Cake. You can hear the sound of A and E goes silent. Bite. You can hear the sound of I and E goes silent. Name. You can hear the sound of A and E goes silent. Ride. You can hear the sound of I and E goes silent. Mate. You can hear the sound of A and E goes silent. Now this is one of the exceptions I've been talking about. This is sofa, right? Although the first vowel still has the long vowel sound O, but this A also has A. Sofa. This is pronounced sofa, right? So these are the pronunciation rules for words containing two vowels. Now, quiz time. How is this word pronounced? Good. Leopard. Leopard. Good job. You can see it has E and A. E is the long vowel sound and you can hear E, but A goes silent. What about this word? It is pronounced unicorn. Good job. Now you have better knowledge and understanding of how these words can be pronounced and spelled. With this, we'll come to the end of the lesson. See you in the next video. I hope you enjoyed this particular lesson. Bye bye.